Do you ever wish you were in America so you could be a Marvel superhero?
Ooh, I wouldn't say. The thing is, see, I love my gym. That's the thing. I just love where I'm at. There's no way I'd ever. If I didn't have my gym, I'd definitely be in the States somewhere. But my gym is what keeps me, grounded in New Zealand. And yeah, COVID kind of like slowed things down. It didn't stop my stock, but slowed things down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say I wished I was in America. I just wish we could travel like we used to. And I kind of am now because we're stuck out of our country till, mid-March. So I'm like,
fire.
Yeah, so I'm going to be out here. Then I'm going to go to the UK and do some work over there. And then I'm going to come back this way and do some stuff. And then, we'll see what happens.
You're just in an interesting place because you know that if you lived in Los Angeles or Vegas, that every action movie would ask you to be in it.
Yeah. I've already got a few offers already, but we didn't have an O1 visa. This is last year. This is a major Marvel movie. Got offered to jump in it, speaking role, fighting role.
Really?
Yeah, but then we didn't have an O1 visa, and I think to get it was delayed a little bit, and for Marvel to delay the shooting by even a day is like $160K.
Oh,
so,
minimum.
I know. Yeah. So I'm just like, fair enough. But now we've got one just so we stay ready.
Yeah. Tim?
I'm not gonna get crazy. Yeah.
Where's Tim? Tim's fired.
Oh, he's already. It's done.
Tim's fired.
Get Ash on.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those things where and I think you're making the right decision because you're leaning into the bread and butter and you're leaning into what you do great. And and the gym is what helps you do that. And there's responsibility you have for other fighters too.
Yeah, exactly, my man. That's an important thing. So for me, it's not just about me. Like they help me, so when I go back, I have to help them for their fights.
And I see them on your cards.
Yeah.
Like that's not a coincidence.
Nah, we make that happen.
Exactly.
Rising tides lift all the ships. Yeah.
Bro, 100%. I agree. But there is a part of you, and I've gone through this even in comedy, is like there's a part of you that goes, oh, the grass is greener over there, and you have to check that shit.
Yeah.
Because it might be more miserable over there.
Yep,
you might not get the training you need.
Exactly.
You might be training with these hating motherfuckers that are actually videotaping you, sending that shit around.
A lot of snitches, a lot of moles sometimes. And I've heard these stories as well, like moles in certain gyms, and you have too many big names in the gym sometimes. Egos get involved.
Chael Sonnen was giving it up to you, I think. He was like, that even earlier in your career, you said that you couldn't come help out training, or maybe it was DC was giving it up. And it was like, earlier in your career, you couldn't come train with him because Luke Rockhold worked out there, and you knew that you were going to fight him eventually. And it's like, so this is before people knew.
Before I was even in the UFC.
No.
Yeah, before I was in the UFC. This was in
so
2015.
You're plotting the UFC domination.
This was 2015. Even funny thing is there's a picture I posted from the weigh-ins when there was UFC 192. DC fought Gustafsson.
Yep.
And I was there. I was at the weigh-ins because Dan was fighting. And after everyone cleared out, I looked around and I just went on the stage, and I was just on the scale, and I just pictured that moment in the same Toyota Center. Yeah. And then the security was like, "Wait, get the fuck off the stage, rah. And I jumped off the stage, but then when I made that actual step in the same arena, it felt like, just the way I saw it.
Every time I'm at a Knicks game, I take a moment where I don't look at the floor.
Yeah.
I turn around and I look at the people.
Oh, wow.
And just see. And you're just like, okay, this
MSG.
is what it will be like.
Just in case you get in the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case I become an actual basketball player.
Hezzy. Still.
Yeah, this is your ability to kind of plan these things and execute them.
It's manifestation, man. I feel like it's a superpower. And this is one thing I say about
work.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, of course, you can't Bisping said that line to Rocco Lewis, dream it, believe it, achieve it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work without the work. You need to work.
Yeah.
You need to actually, there's one thing, even if you work without all that, you can still get some places, but then when you have that working as well, it's honestly magic. And I've done it in so many levels of my life that it's like, it gets scary. It gets scary that I'm just like, how did I make this happen?
Do you ever get emotional when it comes to fruition?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah, it does. I mean, there was even a moment on my YouTube channel, Stylebender, check it out.
Yes.
At the weigh-in where my teammate Blood Diamond stepped on the scale, and I didn't realize that Jeff was filming. He was over on this side, and I remember because I was sitting down, right, and we're backstage, and there's a screen just big, and he just stepped up there, and I just it just felt like it just. And I just, oh man, because we've just been through so much together, and he's been through so much.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the best result this weekend, but for me, Carlos didn't have the best result in his UFC debut, but look at him this weekend.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I know what we're capable of. I know as a team.
Yep.
So when I saw that moment, I just got welled up, and I was just like, just so much love for my team, man. Honestly, yeah.
You have the right perspective on it, and it's very easy to get caught up in like selfish endeavors.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because you're going to get thrown so many things. This happens with bands all the time.
Yep,
right?
And
it's like they split the fuck up, and then they realize like, oh fuck, these components make me special. These components make me. It wasn't
powerful. Just me. A lot of people get it's ego.
Hard for
it's
people
ego,
to realize, man.
Nah, you gotta understand it's ego. Like people think like I've seen it even in this game in my own personal way. Sometimes you get people who kind of like. What was that Meek Mill line? Never watch your homie's pockets and think you deserve it. They think like, oh, it should be me. It should be me.
Yep.
And it's like that will eat you alive. Because I've had that when I was younger. One of my boys was working in the mines, and long story short, I pretty much just kind of like started to feel a little weight because he was making like $2,500 a week.
Yeah.
And I started to feel a little weight, and I was like, what is that doing for me? Like, why am I feeling jealous about what he's doing with his life? It has nothing to do with me. So I had to look within myself and identify that monster. And when I did, I killed it.
Yeah. It's just tricky, especially when it comes to what you do specifically, because you can only be in the cage by yourself.
Yeah.
Right? They can't be in there with you. That being said, all those things that they do to help you,
that combination of all that.
But it's so easy to get caught up in your own ego, especially if you're insecure. You want to believe what everybody tells you.
Yep.
And you get all these deals and all these things. That's why I really admire you not leaving.
I appreciate that. Likewise.
Rocking with, when Tim told me you're rolling with 12 people, I'm like, I had a little smile to my face. Like I didn't get emotional, but I was like, I rolled deep.
Oh, for real?
I rolled deep.
Well, I saw you on the tour, man. You were like, one thing I liked was the promo, the way you came through like a rock star, and I was like, yo, that's how you do it. Even this fight week, I kind of thought, similar vibes. I was like, man, I need to flex on these motherfuckers a little bit.
Let them know.
Let them know, like, cause I got it like that.
Yes,
I can handle this.
I saw the bust down AP.
I'm hanging out.
I saw it shining.
Presidential today. I might get another one after this fight.
Okay, let me
just
introduce you to somebody.
For fun. A little. Oh, you know what?
Come on.
Oh, of course, man.
This is light, bro.
Easy. But
But no, I just think it's beautiful. You got to take your people, and a lot of people don't realize that. And it's very easy to get caught up in that feeling where you go, well, I'm the only one doing that. Like, I'm the only person on stage. No, it's motherfuckers that make this happen.
Facts.
So, I remember when I pulled up to Rogan, with like 8 people, and he's like, dude, it's COVID, bro. Like, and then the guys had to go shooting and shit like that. But it's like, I don't go do Rogan by myself.
Of course, you bring the boys. Bring the boys. Yeah.
Right? So everybody got to eat. I fucking love it.
Everyone has a role, and everyone on the team knows the importance of their role, if you will.
Yeah, and that's what's like a long sustained career, I think, ends up being is when you have those parts. You look at the Rolling Stones, and these motherfuckers have all done interesting things in their lives individually, but they still stay together and they rock that out.